What's going on, bro? It's David here, and in this video I'm going to tell you the truth about how much muscle you can expect to gain in 1 month without using steroids, and then after that I'm also going to break down what your genetic potential is and how much muscle you can expect to build in your entire lifetime. Let's get started. Alright man, let's get right into it. But first I want to say that unfortunately there's no exact science to how much muscle you personally can gain in 1 month because we all have different genetics. We've all been training for different amounts of time and our bodies are all different. But luckily for us, some of the top minds in the bodybuilding and nutrition worlds, they've come up with their own models for how much muscle we can realistically expect to gain in a month. So right now I'm going to present the top 2 models to you. Okay, so the first model comes from a man named Lyle McDonald, and according to his model, the amount of muscle mass that you can build in a single month depends primarily on how long you've personally been training for. So if you're new to the gym and you're still in your first year of training, then he estimates that you can gain as much as 20 to 25 pounds of muscle in that full year, so that means about 2 pounds of muscle per month at most. Now in your second year, he estimates you can gain 10 to 12 pounds of muscle, so 1 pound per month. In your third year, 5 to 6 pounds of muscle, so only about ½ pound per month. And then after that, in your fourth year and beyond, he estimates that you can really only gain about 2 to 3 pounds of muscle per year. Now I also want to add that one thing that he makes very clear is that this is based on the assumption that you're following a proper training routine and a proper diet. So if you've been lifting for 1 or 2 years, but your diet has been shit, and your workout routine has not been consistent, then you can probably still make those beginner gains of 20 to 25 pounds per year. Now, if these numbers seem low to you, and you're like, dude, I could definitely gain way more muscle than this because, you know, for the latest superhero movie, Hugh Jackman added 30 pounds in 2 months to become Wolverine. Well, bro, I gotta tell you, steroids are very prevalent in the fitness world and in Hollywood, and I actually just did a whole nother video breaking down the telltale signs of anabolic steroid use. So if you want to watch that now, click the link in the description to go to that video. Anyway, let's move on to the second model for determining how much you can gain in a single month, but I'm gonna take this video on the road. I'm jittering, I'm ready to hit the weights and get big. Alright y'all, I'm strolling to the gym. Anyway, the second model that I want to present to you was created by a guy named Alan Aragon, and if you've ever been on the bodybuilding.com forums, then you know that he is a motherfucking legend when it comes to bodybuilding nutrition. Anyway, his model is very similar to the first model we explored. It's also based on how long you've been training, but he estimates that the maximum number of muscle you can build per month is based on a percentage of your total body weight. But at the end of the day, the fact is that if you're an average dude who weighs between 150 to 200 pounds, when you calculate these numbers out, the actual amount of muscle that he estimates you can build per month is almost exactly the same as in the first model. But one thing I want to add is that these estimates are for the pure amount of muscle mass that you're building, not the total amount of weight that you're gaining, because at the end of the day, for every pound of weight that you gain, it's going to be a mix of water weight, muscle mass, and body fat. So if you're a beginner, in order to gain that 2 pounds of muscle per month, you're probably going to be gaining like 3 or 4 pounds of actual weight. Anyway, that's a whole lot of math and a whole lot of numbers to think about. So I'm gonna